that? Well, here we are in Hemet Valley, and we're gonna take a look at this abandoned movie theater. Then we're gonna go across the street after that and check out the slightly dying 1980s vibes mall. So this was a Regal cinema. Yeah guys, you're gonna convert to digital projection, and then it's gonna be so cheap that you could just abandon the building, and then it's basically free. It's free at that point because you don't have to pay a projectionist, you don't have to pay someone to sell you a ticket, you don't have to pay someone to sell you popcorn. It's just like completely free. There's not even any projectors in it anymore. It's simpler, it's easier. Oh wow, I messed up on some broken glass shrapnel. There's a little hole I can possibly see in through. Yes, I can sort of see in there. You can see the snack bar. Got some real urban decay going on with that. Oh my god, I stepped in more glass. You can see all the exits for the different auditoriums. I thought I heard something. There's a lot of people parked over there for this movie theater being abandoned. I guess they're parked to go to other businesses, but it's pretty interesting. Well, that rusted away. See, it's a good thing there's a fence here, because if you come out of the movie theater, your eyes aren't adjusted to the sunlight, and you would just run off, fall, get hurt, and then wander off in the traffic. There's this one movie theater that's also abandoned now, where it's got exits along the street like this, and there's no such fence, and like it's a sidewalk like this, but then the road is like right there. There's nothing, so you could walk out of there and just walk into traffic because you're like stupefied from being in a dark movie theater. You walk out there and just walk out into traffic. Very bad design. Hold on, I'm gonna teleport down there. Here I am. Okay. So nothing special over here, just more auditorium exits. We got a trench over here. Let's go check out the trench. Ooh, there's some poison berries I could eat. Ooh, they're so pretty. Pretty little poison berries. I'm sure if you could eat those and sustain yourself, the government would just burn them. Special over here. You can get a grasp of how big the auditoriums are by looking at the spaces between the doors. But it's hard to know for sure how the internal layout is, but like that's probably a screen. You know, that's in between the doors is a screen. Let's take another look at it real quick. Just to document it before it gets demolished or turned into a Planet Fitness. Look at this thing. It's like a little ramp thing. That's kind of interesting. I saw some hobos on that earlier. Look at this auditorium. They keep all the demon souls in there. They're trying to bust out, but they... I wonder if I can open that. No. I can almost see inside. No, I can't really see anything. Nice trees all around out here. And over here is just more auditorium exits. Is this what you guys envisioned when you said we're gonna push digital projection up everyone's arses? Whether they want it or not? Whether the artists want it or not? Is this what you guys envisioned? Because you guys have really destroyed the art form. You really have. And it's a shame. Because why would you go to a movie theater to see a digital screen when you have a big digital screen at home? Why would you do that? Especially when they release the damn movies on home video practically at the same time as they're in the theater. It's really stupid. This was probably all grass at one point. At least in front of it. I don't know about over there, but probably like all around here was probably grass. Maybe it was like gravel or landscaping or something. This part like right here was at least probably all grass though. It's dying though. Oh look, that's where they fill it up with like butane or whatever it is movie theaters run on. Yeah, it's really sad. It makes me really sad. Oh my god, I keep stepping on sharp objects. I think I'm not barefoot. Alright, let's make our way over to the mall. Here it is. They got at least one dead anchor store. But we can't cross here. We have to go down here and cross over here. Oh, check out that bus. America, fuck yeah. I'm gonna take the bus and go get my VIP benefits now. Fuck yeah. America. Gonna save the motherfucking day now, America! Fuck yeah! Check it out, it's a vaporwave artist called Haircuts for Men. Alright. That's kinda interesting. Also reminds me of Vice City with the mattress store in GTA Vice City. Wait. Just walking across the street. You guys like my purple clothes? I like purple. You hear that beeping? Like beep, 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 beep. It's not counting any faster, but it makes you feel like it is. It makes you feel like, oh my god, I better get across this crosswalk or else it's gonna electrocute me to death. Ah! I'm getting rained on a lot. This is kind of silly. Look at all the rain. The rain. See the raindrops? It's raining. Oh, it smells in there. It smells like behind a restaurant smells, because it is. Wait, why am I even doing this? I have the ability to teleport. Why do I even bother crossing the street? Let's just teleport into the central part of the mall. So here we are at the Hemet Valley Mall. It's a slightly dead mall. It's only slightly dead. It's got this very interesting thing over here where there's like a little gardening area. And they got like security grates on it full time. I like this little area. It's like a little green area out there. I like it because it reminds me of Tomb Raider. It reminds me of like something from that game. It's like the aesthetic. How there's like a little outdoor area like that you can't access. It reminds me of that game. And we got this place over here. It's dead. Lonely little bench over here. And if the building's on fire and you need a fire extinguisher, well, too bad, you don't get one. It's very 1980s looking in here, especially this little TV thing in the center. If they had flat screens back then, they'd probably have something like that. I like these ceiling panels too, they're really cool. Well, not panels, but they're skylight holes, you know what I mean. And they have this little win a prize thing that plays the same song over and over again and makes you want to pull your hair out. I like this wood grain looking thing. It's very 1980s looking in here. I like it. Oh, this store's dying. The mall is dying just a little bit more right there.
Did you make so much?
No, I'm alright. I'm just walking.
And video recording?
Oh no, I'm just looking at my phone. Some more dead stuff. And here's my favorite thing, this room right here. Well, not room, but you know what I mean. It's very liminal spaces looking in there. I love it. I love like the way the door is at an angle like that. And it's like really 1980s looking in there. Yeah. And then they got a room with boxes that are poorly hidden. You can just see over them to the boxes. And then more closed stuff. Well, I'm gonna cut the recording and go outside a different way. Okay, I'm outside. And that probably used to be the main entrance for whatever this used to be, but it's a Hobby Lobby now. So let's take a look around the outside. I really like this little wall with the little plants here. I like how it goes. I'm surprised like the plants are still alive. Usually at places like this, it's just all dead. Like I said, it's only a partially dead mall. It's just slightly sickly and slightly dying. I should have recorded a video yesterday when I was here because the weather wasn't like this. The weather was really nice. It was like really pretty and awesome. But I didn't have time. I was on a timetable situation. Nice tree. I guess I'll tell that story. So I was walking out in the desert a couple days ago and I find a wallet. And I see the address on the wallet and it's in Inglewood. I'm like, what the hell? I live out near Barstool. I like how this little thing goes like this. Like that. I like that a lot for some reason. I like the aesthetics of it. How it's like this material with the grate, you know, it goes like, it kind of like protrudes out like that, and it's just very cool to me. I like that. So anyways, I find this wallet, and so I was doing this situation with my health care where my doctor assigned me a dermatologist to prescribe me, because my doctor couldn't prescribe me numbing cream because she's not a dermatologist. So I got assigned to go see a dermatologist at this one dermatology chain, And there's a whole rigmarole of how they sent the wrong reference code, blah, blah, blah. And I went back and forth a ton on that, and then they call me and they're like, would you like a sooner appointment? Even though they knew the stupid code wasn't fixed, right? So then I asked her, like, did they fix the code? And she looks into it like, oh no, well, I guess I can't have it then. And it says on my medical thing that I'm trans. I'm looking. And it says like for numbing cream for electrolysis. It says all that. So I think it's like a transphobia people situation, like the bitch who runs the desk at the dermatology clinic. I think she's transphobic, super bitch and shit. So yeah. So I got sick of dealing with it, so I went in, I said, just go ahead and cancel my appointment. I'm never coming back here. I don't appreciate how you called me and asked me for an appointment when you knew that my thing wasn't fixed. So I come down here to Hemet to see the dermatologist down here. And the chick at the front desk, she sorts out my medical code. She calls the people, and she gets the code sorted out right away. I thought that went through. Okay. Sorts it out right away and gives me an appointment for the next day, which is today. So I'm gonna go see the dermatologist later and get some skin tags removed, hopefully, and get a prescription for stronger numbing cream. So I'm getting my boobies electrolysized, the hair off of them, and it hurts so much. It's getting near my nipples. There was this story I heard once about a crazy cat lady who was breastfeeding her cat on an airplane, and that's what that must feel like, because it's so painful. Yeah, there's lots of big open fields like that in Hemet. It's trippy. There's a little room there. I'm not sure what this building used to be. It kind of looks like it used to be a multiplex, but I don't think it was, because it doesn't have enough exits. Like a multiplex movie theater, Not sure people would, outside of the industry, would just know the word multiplex, that means a movie theater. And then it's got this part over here that's like a car parts. Yeah, like an auto Pet Boys or something. It's like a car parts store with a oil changey department. Alright, I'm gonna cut the recording a little bit because this is not too interesting. I'll start recording when I'm a little further around. So here we're at the front of the closed Pet Boys or whatever. It has this little add-on part right here. I don't think that part was connected to the mall. Oh, it was a Sears. Okay, yeah, this was a Sears, and that was the Sears automotive department. Okay, I get it now. So let me talk some shit some more. Like, the thing with my code being wrong, this was like 2 or 3 weeks this has been going on. And I go and see the dermatology place down here, and they fix it right then and there. They get it straightened out right like that. That's what makes me think that the bitch in that office where I'm from was just being transphobic piece of shit. Because it's like, oh, I see you're a tranny and you're like trying to get your hair removed and you want numbing cream. Well, I'm just gonna personally make that hard for you by not fixing your stupid code when I easily could call the doctor and sort that out for you. But I'm not gonna do that because this is the high desert where we just do a bad job, and every business just does a bad job because, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Go someplace else? There's nowhere else to go. Unless you're willing to drive down somewhere else really far like this. So I realized I forgot to tell the other part of the story. So when I came down here yesterday, the reason I was on a tight schedule is because I wanted to get to the dermatologist before they close, see what I can do, which that was a complete success. Got my things sorted out and got an appointment for today. But I didn't want to linger too long by making a video or something because I want to take that guy his wallet back, which is on the complete opposite side of the state, pretty much. So that was a nightmare. And I got there like late at night, and I knocked on the door, and it was like, "Here's your wallet back." And he was like so happy, like, "Oh, thank you so much." He gave me some money. It covered most of my gasoline expenses. Oh, look, there's a little entranceway. That's kind of slick because when you view it from the inside, it looks like it's one seamless thing. When you break the fourth wall, you come out here, you see this ugly gate, and you see the underpinnings of reality of this little nature area. I like this little nature area. That's really cool. There's a random tree stump just hanging out. Oh yeah, it's neat. I want to do the corner trick. Y'all know about the corner trick? I'll find a corner to demonstrate it. So, Tomb Raider 2 doesn't have a first-person view, but just pretend it does, and I'm Laura. You get Laura by a corner in Tomb Raider 1, 2, or 3. It works. It doesn't work as good in part 3, but it works. You get her like this. You get her with her foot. She's faced like this, with the feet like that. And you just press the jump button over and over again, and then she'll jump, and she'll kind of clip into whatever it is and shoot straight up. So if I did that, I would shoot right up to the top of there. That's how that works. Check that out. That's pretty neat. Also reminds me of Vice City, GTA Vice City. Like when you get behind stuff you're not supposed to be behind, it looks like that. You know what I mean? Someone was flossing. There's a lot of hobos out here. I think that's why the security grate is always up in there, because there's too many hobos. They're afraid that they will break in. Got wasted. Those Modelo cans are everywhere. Back when I did drink booze, I tried one of those ones. One of them in a glass bottle. It was so gross. Oh look, there's a bunch of like jewelry boxes. Those Modelos are so gross. I don't know how people drink them. I find them everywhere. I've never seen those stacked vertically before. That's very interesting. What kind of ghost could stack pallets like that? I don't know. There's a Pet Boys right over there. So, yeah. If you're nostalgic for getting your car worked on at Sears, too bad. Let's go inside and look at this before we finish the video. This place is very 1980s looking. Like this tile. Very 1980s looking.
That's a pretty color. Yeah. No, yours. I know that. Yeah.
A bunch of Grinch suits. Those are cool. So yeah, that's all. We're back to where we started. Let's go take one last look at that little outdoor garden area because I like it so much. It would look so much better without these stupid grates. But I don't know, the grates kind of give a little bit of vibe too. It gives it kind of like that Tomb Raider 2 kind of look to it I like. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.